Hello, my diaspora people. I hope all of you are doing great from wherever you are in the world, from the UK, from Canada, from US, from all over the world. I totally celebrate you all. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you top 7 rules every diaspora must obey and respect if you want to invest safely and successfully in the real estate sector in Nigeria. You already know that the real estate sector in Nigeria comes with its own special advantages, of course, elements that make it the Nigerian real estate sector. So, for somebody who has not been in Nigeria for a while, or you are a new investor, or even if you are old investing and you want to consider investing in a place like Abuja or maybe other locations, I urge you to watch this video to the very end so that you get all of the rules I'm going to be sharing with you. As somebody who has done this business for years, and importantly, somebody who has over 90% client base from outside of Nigeria, from the diaspora, please, I urge you to watch this video to the very end and make sure that you take all of these rules seriously. My name is Rei Ltd, and I am the lawyer that loves real estate. So if you like real estate entrepreneur that says law and real estate as a tool in building wealth for myself and my clients. And this video is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, a real estate company right here in the very city of Abuja. And we as a company, we bring you the absolute best of real estate here in Abuja. And one thing that is significant about what we are doing is the fact that we don't just share strategic investment opportunities with you, we also educate you so that you know how to safely invest here in Nigeria and specifically Abuja. So do subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and stay in touch. So let's get started. The very first rule I'm going to be sharing with you is that you should pay attention to who you send as a representative to inspect properties on your behalf. So as a company, we highly recommend that you bring in a third party for inspection to just confirm a few things here and there. A number of you trust us to handle transactions without involving any third party, which is absolutely fine. We appreciate it, but usually we like to encourage you to bring in a third party, somebody who can maybe just confirm that, we're saying what we are saying, or we're saying what we are doing, that kind of thing. But either way, if you want to send somebody, make sure you are sending somebody that is mature in mind. I'm not trying to insult anybody, I'm not trying to be derogatory by any means, but try to bring in somebody who is mature in mind, not with respect, not a teenager, I think, in my opinion, these people come around, people who want to live in Asokoro, who maybe have not really don't know real estate or have any idea of real estate or understanding of real estate, how real estate works. You send them for inspection and they tell you that the place is far. The place is far. Funny stuff, right? Typical example, I've had series of inspections like this, and then somebody, that's why I did the last video where I talked about you learning how to judge distance by kilometers, not just on distance, right? And then somebody came in a few days back and said that 20 kilometers to the central business district is very far. It's outside Abuja. You can imagine that kind of conversation or imagine that kind of statement. So that is not really, so try to involve somebody who is mature. Usually I prefer elderly people coming for inspection because most of the time these people have seen life, they've seen the importance of real estate. Most likely they would have missed investment opportunities themselves, right? So usually, in fact, most of the times, anytime I take an elderly person for inspection, the deals usually close. And the reason for that, or the primary reason for that, is because these people have seen life. So they've seen places where they possibly refer to as far become cities, and they miss opportunities there. So when you send an elderly person for inspection, there's almost a likelihood that that deal is going to put. But when you send young people, some young people, forgive me, let me not generalize, some young persons, when you send some young persons to check properties or do inspections for you, usually the opinions they give you, some of you should learn to verify those opinions before you decide based on what they are telling you. And then let me just put it together. I think I'm taking too much time on this. The next is, under the same point, don't send people who are greedy. You may not know, but some people come for inspections and tell us that we should give them 10%, else they will tell the guy who sent them not to buy. Some of them do that. So people who are greedy are going to spoil transactions for you. So you have to be careful on that, or you have to look out for that. Next is people who don't know the city. Somebody who just moved into Abuja, you send the person for inspection. Possibly the person lives in Guagalada, or somewhere maybe outside, and then you are taking the person on inspection to a pool or somewhere else in Buhari, the person is definitely going to give you some funny feedback. So look out for people who know the city and can tell that this place was like this few years ago and see what it has become. So if this place is like this right now, you can imagine what it's going to become. So those persons will give you more experiential information because of their experience already in the city. Especially, I said something in a moment, online, that Abuja is no longer a place that you use the phrase the place is far. It's not that place, because the level of infrastructural development and general development happening in Abuja, you definitely would not want to miss any opportunity when it is still affordable. And then, of course, make sure you send people who mean well for you. Some of you from the diaspora, you want to invest in Nigeria, and then you call your your elder uncle or elders, someone that is older than you. Basically, you are sending the person on an errand. We're in Africa, right? So that person could be coming with the mindset of, oh, because they should just go abroad, and then they send me a message, man, go check land where you buy. Which day you go abroad? I mean, some persons, so it may necessarily be your relative, but whoever, it could be your secondary school mate, it could be your friend back in Nigeria. Just look out for people who mean well for you and are interested in your growth. If you send somebody who doesn't maybe like you or mean well for you, the person may tell you not to buy or invest. So this is a very important point, and this is a deliverance for a lot of Nigerians abroad. And then the next point, which looks like this one, number 2, is that you should try to be kind to people who you want to send for inspection. I'm just going to hit that on the head. Be kind to them. Don't just send somebody after 2 years, you've never reached out to this person, you never send the person 10K to appreciate the person for whatever, or water the relationship, and all of a sudden you want to invest in real estate and you call the person, help me go and check this land. I mean, I think you should be kind to them, appreciate their efforts, send them good money for inspection, maybe small money for inspection, for their time, appreciate them. That way they also try to look out for you, that beyond buying real estate, you care about them as individuals. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, don't give your original document to people you don't trust, whoever the person is. If you don't trust someone, of course trust is earned, but either ways, if you can, ask for your title documents, keep it where you feel comfortable, feel safe. I always like to add, do business with people who have a reputation, have a name to protect, they care about their names, all right? So keep documents with people who care about certain things, who have values that they want to protect, or have a reputation, a name, or a brand they want to protect. Either ways, they want to make sure that even if anything goes wrong, they want to make sure that that particular issue or that thing is regularized or sorted out. So try to make sure that you're keeping your documents in the right place. If it's a relative, make sure this person is trustworthy. But of course, we send documents through DHL to clients abroad. You can get your documents. It doesn't have to be in Nigeria. You can get your documents wherever you are, or keep it safe where you feel safe that it should be, right? Number 4, use a lawyer that is into real estate. This is very important. This particularly for those of you who invest in Abuja. Use a lawyer. Abuja real estate sector is unique and different. Use a lawyer that is into real estate in Abuja. Don't bring if your lawyer is Enugu based, Lagos based, or wherever. Make sure the lawyer is familiar, very familiar with the realities of the real estate sector in Abuja. That is really, really important. And emphasis on the word property lawyer. Don't just reach out to any lawyer. There are different fields of law, right? So you want to make sure that the person you are involving in your transaction is familiar, is experienced in real estate in Abuja. As you're going to be giving you're making your decision on 40 information on 40 background, and this generally help you invest rightly, invest safely, and not lose important opportunities. Number 5, establish your why as it relates to investing in Nigeria. Some of you change pounds, change dollars, change different currencies to invest in Nigeria. You want to really establish your why before you consider investing in Nigeria. If not, at some point you may feel like, oh, I wish I didn't do that, I wish I do that. So you have to establish your why and communicate that why to your broker, person who is representing you, so that the person is able to help you achieve it in the way that the person understands as it relates to the real estate sector in Nigeria. Don't just throw in money into the economy. Be strategic when you are throwing in money. I cannot go into too much details for that. And number 6, stop assuming that every Nigerian is a thief. Okay, important point. Stop assuming. I understand that the real estate sector is saturated. A lot of people in the sector, a lot of realtors. Somebody can just literally wake up right now and he's a realtor, he's a real estate agent, whoever. Just try as much as you can. As much as, I mean, there's been a lot of bad stories, there are still good people in this sector. So when you assume, maintain that assumption, generalize that assumption that every Nigerian is a thief, every Nigerian has likelihood of being a thief or remaining a thief for the rest of your life, or just thieves generally, you may never be able to invest in real estate. At that point, you either will be too careful and your carefulness will lead you not to invest at all. And at that point, you lose the power, the benefit of investing in real estate. I think that point is quite clear. Trust is earned. Make sure people earn the trust. It's not demanded, right? It's earned. Just make sure that you put in the things in place to make sure that the trust is earned. And then even when the trust is earned, or even if the trust is not earned, your documents are important, so that the processes leading up to the document also be tight enough to at least show track record. I mean, show proof of transaction, proof of communications, and all of that. So your documents are important if you want to invest safely in the real estate sector in Abuja, Nigeria. And the last one, which is the seventh one, use a good property broker. Use a good broker, use a good realtor, use a good real estate agent. If they are good, if they know what they are doing, if they are experienced, if they are competent, if they have the credibility, then definitely you will be in safe hands. Definitely you will be in safe hands. And when you are in safe hands, it simply means that all your deals will be good to go. The real estate sector is not perfect. The real estate sector, again, is not perfect. There will be issues here and there, but somebody who knows what he's doing, there will always be a way to sort out the issues, to mitigate the issues, and then keep you fine. In other words, ensure that your real estate investment needs its purpose, good return on investment. And of course, you know that Abuja guarantees you really, really good returns on investment within a short time. I mean, not short, but within a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's basically what I have for you today. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lawyer that loves real estate. This is was brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd real estate company right here in the city of Abuja. And we as a company, we care about you. We bring you the best of real estate, and I'm looking forward to serving you as a real estate, investing in the real estate sector here in Nigeria. So do enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment for us, and reach out to the number on your screen if you are interested already to do real estate here in Abuja.